We've just got it started with Eden. We're taking on a gate. Just created a pad. Took 10,000 stone to create a pad. Right here is my pad. There's 4 tiles there. Once you have 4 tiles, then you can teleport to it. Once you teleport to it, boom, you are set. And the objective is right here. It's a level 2 checkpoint. It's 3,600 zeal, which means you need 3,600 loyalty to attack it. I think the timer is set for 10 more minutes. So we're just going to kind of see how things go. Now, when you are getting ready to attack a gate or attack checkpoints or attack cities or whatever, you'll notice that everyone's building a pad. Now, your strongest, the ones that have the most loyalty, they should be on the front line because they're the ones that are going to be attacking the gate first. Whoever has enough high loyalty will attack. And as they attack, they diminish the troops inside that are protecting those checkpoints. The loyalty drops. And as the loyalty drops, when it gets to your level, then you can engage and you can start attacking as well. The further you are away, the will that you are using diminishes. So you want to be smart about how you attack. And I'm going to go ahead and pause for now and wait for other members of my guild to join. And we will start the recording when we're ready to kick off and watch this attack. All right, we got 7 minutes, so it'll be a blip before I return. 2, 1, here we go. So, as you can see, we have people tiling in, and now they're on top of the gate. And Raj and Snibs, these guys are some of our strongest. And as you can see, they're sending multiple troops, and they're hitting the hell out of this. It is 400,000 power. And let's see, it's 3,600 zeal. So they've dropped it down with their first hits. And when you are in this screen and you are doing these attacks, the 3 arrows, if you click those, it takes away all the animations. And it's much easier to see your targets, compared to that. And it's really hard because you'll start clicking on different troops. And now you just hit your 3 arrows. If you're just starting out in the state and you're just getting into your first ROCs or Reign of Chaos, or just getting into your first Eden like we are, there are learning curves and you have to allow people to learn, but you also want to be focused on competing. And your first ROC weeds out all the people that aren't interested in that type of gameplay. And then from there, second ROC is definitely about participating in ROC events. The more people that participate and the more people that build their legions to do well in that event, the better the whole alliance is. And you keep refining your alliance, you keep merging people in that are making you stronger, that are committed. And that's how you improve your reward. There's a list. There will be a list at the event at the end of where you rank in your attacks. And of course, having enough loyalty and being able to attack right off the bat, that means you're going to be in the top, 10 if you're strong and hitting it and getting a lot of points from hitting it. Yeah. So while they're doing that, let's kind of talk about some of the things about actual Eden. First and foremost, when you're in a guild, and I'll go over guilds in 1 second, the guild leadership will put bookmarks in. These bookmarks are essential for you knowing where to go and what's happening. So like you can see right here, we have a checkpoint 1, which is at plus 18 hours. And if you click on the coordinates, goes to it. Well, they already took that today at 18 hours on the time which is 5 hours ago. All right. So being a part of those attacks is where you're going to get your points. Using these bookmarks from the guild help you get there. All right. And as you can see here, we have another checkpoint, all right, which is at +2. Don't think we're going to be able to get to that one today. Maybe, but I doubt it. I mean, there are people over here already with their pads, but there's only one, and it's going to take a lot of people to take down the gates. So with that being said, let's go actually into the Eden season, okay? When you go into the Eden or Reign of Chaos tab, you're going to see the season, territory, honor, structure, specialization, all right? When you are first starting out in Eden, and ROC3, Eden, and progressing forward, after you've done a couple of them, you have specialization points already. I'm a little low. I'm only at 36, but I have a good amount of spec points, enough to set my specialization. And I focus on construction. When you first start Eden, the very first thing you want to do is you want to go down the blue construction branch. All right. These give you the actual additional buildings. They give you additional assault and additional guardian. So you can get 1, 2, 3 additional buildings for your ROC buildings. And that's 3 additional assault, 3 additional guardians. It just makes you stronger. Once you get those and you've placed them and they've been built, then you use your specialization reset. All right, you just click this button. You either have a free one, you have a basic one, or you have a super reset, which resets all of them. Now, you need to have these in order to reset, and you can buy them, or you can get them out of the token shop. But once you set those, then you want to open up all of your processing queues, okay? And once you open up all your processing queues and you've started upgrading your coalition buildings and you've started upgrading your front line, which you see here, you know, front line 7, front line 5, front line 6, front line 5, coalition 7, coalition 4, 3, and my assault buildings. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 assault buildings, 1, 2, 3, 4 guardian fortresses. All right. And once you start upgrading these, and once you have the multiple queues open, you're going to start getting your loyalty faster. I was a little delayed. I didn't have a reset, so I wasn't able to get over to my queues fast enough. I went down. So the mistake I made was I went down this way, got all my buildings, and then I went this way and got my loyalty increased, but I didn't have the ability to have enough resources going through. So having this right-hand branch, having additional loyalty wasn't helping me, because what I really needed was I needed this. So I used the spec points to, you know, first do this, then go to this branch, and then, so that's one reset, and I had to use another reset to go this way. So once I get enough resources and I get my buildings upgraded enough, I will use one more reset to then come this way. Basically, I want to get loyalty additions for every building that I have. All right. So if you have 75 for each building, so 4, that's 300, 600, 900, 1200. So 1200 more loyalty on top of what I've upgraded to. Now, the territory works the same. So working inside the territory, taking tiles, dropping tiles, taking higher level resource tiles, that's all basic ROC procedures. All right. What is different is the map. Okay. So let's go out and take a look. All right. So when you take a look at the Eden map, as you can see, it is quite a bit different. Okay. It's a mixture of the The Dragon Relic in the beginning, the very first buildings that you get where you have your sentry towers, you have alliances that you build. It's similar to that, but it also has sections. So you're randomly put into this map. So when you're put into a section. So basically this section here, you can kind of see the outlines, okay? And in order for you to get through this section, you have to tile, okay? So you tile, 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 tile. Oh, there's a bridge. Well, in order to get over that bridge, you as an alliance have to work together to take that, okay? Now, you may not be in that section, but you can tile off of anyone else's tile. So ROC basic principles play. Now, also understand wheel is a big thing here. Now, when you're attacking something that has, let's say you're going 100 kilometers and your wheel has dropped down where the damage you're going to take is increased. So if you're trying to take a level 5 tile, you're not going to see a huge amount of additional damage because you're already able to take that level tile. You're just traveling further and you're going to take a little bit more damage. But if you're trying to attack a gate, which is maxed out at, let's say you're at 1700 loyalty and you're hitting it at 2200, which you should never do, that damage you're going to take automatically without traveling far is a lot of damage. Now add the addition of your decreased will up to an additional 70% on top of that damage, and you can see traveling far to attack something, losing the amount of will that you need to keep your damage low is bad. You want to stay within your will, okay? Now, the other thing about this map is, you know, as you progress through it and you come to these sections, you know, you are trying to ultimately get to the center, kind of like the throne. You're trying to get to the center, which is the ancient temple, okay? Now, in the ancient temple, it is a massive undertaking to attack the ancient temple. So all these little gates and all these small towns, these are just building you up. You know, you're taking tiles, you're increasing your loyalty, you're increasing your spec points, you're doing everything you can to improve your loyalty. Does not have any occupiers, and it's 5,000. So what's its different? Oh, it does open up. See that? It opens up in 10 days. Okay, so it's not open yet. Okay, but to get there, we would have to travel through a gate. So these mountain ranges, you can't tile through the mountain range. You have to go around to tile, or you have to have tiles on the other side, and your troops can march right through them. All right, there's a gate. All right, so in basically, ooh, that is a 1,200,000 gate. It's a level 3 checkpoint. Let's go back. We got to see what's going on. It said 50% done. Let's go to the guild. Let's go take our look at our checkpoint. No, I want the checkpoint. All right, so ooh, look at it. What's its loyalty down to? 2,700. Okay, so it's dropping. And look at how many people are attacking it. Oh, that's amazing. I don't want to send my troops and attack something that is just going to decimate them. But it looks like it doesn't drop incrementally. At least I was able to get my pad built. That was an accomplishment for me, learning how to build a pad, getting teleported to it, being a part of the alliance, even though I really can't participate yet. I at least feel like I was there. I know. Bummer. Okay, it says 20%. Loyalty is still 2,700. All right, so I'm gonna have to kick ass and take names to get my loyalty up. This is my first Eden and our alliance's first Eden. We do have some players that have played Eden before that are helping guide us, but I also heard that this is a modified format, so there are things that are different, but I wouldn't know. So, being our first, we're learning. Inside the guild itself, these are things you're probably not used to from ROC. You have the guild contribution. When you're contributing, you are giving your resources to the guild. It does matter because you have contribution points. Total contribution, who is giving the most and what is, being contributed. Your weekly contribution, you have whose troops are what level of loyalty. You have seasonal points, very similar to ROC. All right. You have demolition value in Eden. This is what they're doing right now is demo. So demolition. Not sure what feat of Eden is. I'll have to look into that. And then occupy enemy territory. I'm not sure what that is either. But this is for guild members, and this is seeing all those contributing numbers. Now, here's your guild details. All right, here's all your guild members. You have up to 200 people in your guild. Currently, we are at 104. The more we donate, the more we can have people join us, and we can get up to 200 people. All right. The guild group, you can be grouped in your guild for specific talents. Guild list is all the guilds within that map. And that is the difference between being in an alliance and being in a guild. All right. Now you also have seasonal challenges, which it's a link to your benefit center. But I would say if you're going to play, you might want to unlock your elite or epic. Also, if you are the Imperium investment, this one helps dramatically too. So those are two good investments if you're a pay for player. They help a lot. We got to keep this going. Don't worry about the timer. Okay, not worried about the timer. We're 50,000 and it's still 2,700 loyalty. Totally sucking. I wish I could participate. Okay. But it's coming down. All right, well, while they're wrapping that up, let's see. Territory's the same. Honor structure is the same. Specialization's the same. Season, we went over guild, seasonal challenges, quests. Quests is where you track your Reign of Chaos quest. There's also guild missions. I haven't seen any missions come across yet, so when I see that, I'll let you know. But it is kind of like a Battlefield of Honor. You have to enter into this map. You have to exit this map. It is not the map that you play your normal event, your Clash of Province on. It is specifically the Reign of Chaos Eden map, and you enter and exit this way. All right. So if you exit it, you get to go back and do your normal things. Also, when you exit, whatever energy you use, your stamina that you use in Eden, it's not affecting your normal gameplay. Those two are separate. Okay. So with all the stamina that I have in here, when I exit out, it's my normal stamina that was in the main map. They're separate. Okay. All right, bum deal, man. Bum deal. I can't get involved. I'm not about to lose 85% of my people. Hell no. Hells no. All right. Devana. Miss Ackerman. Dragoness. Solo. I like Solo. War Demon. Randy Bob. Bane. Syndicate. Clay. Some of these guys are brand new to me. They've just They've just recently merged into our alliance, so I'm not familiar with all of them. I know we're stronger with them, and I welcome them, but you know, I just haven't played enough with them to know who they are yet. Okay, looks like this baby's about to come down. We have 8,000 left. 8,000. So it didn't take an hour. It took 30 minutes. So 27 minutes and counting. We should be able to get this down here in a few more minutes. Hey, look at that. Oh, hey, property. Now, as far as what does this mean for us? Well, it allows us to have something we possess, we occupy. The more occupied territory we have, the better our points are as a whole, okay? And as you can see here, we have now taken it. It says OFA, one for all. All right, if we look at it, it is being occupied by, nope, these are the troops that were inside. Oh, and as you can see, they are now tiling the other side. So now we can tile through. All right. Let's see. All right. Occupied and protected for 24 hours. We are the owner of it. We get 5 points for its value. First occupied at this date and time. All right. So first occupied. So these guys are the first people to hit and occupy it. And as you can see, all the occupied points. Yeah, everybody did pretty good. Did pretty good. I would suggest to any leadership of Eden that they scope out their path from where they are on the outer rings to trying to get to the center, their path that they're wanting to take where everyone can get involved and understand the path. You don't want to be spending your time taking territories that are way off in the distance from where you are trying to get to. That's my suggestion. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.